Hey guys and girls, welcome back to another beautiful video on this beautiful day. Check out the weather outside this beautiful spring day. Hopefully it's really nice and warm outside wherever you are. But here you go. This is another beautiful video, and please check out the description box and stuff like that. Also drop a like, subscribe if you like the content. Thank you very much. A little different intro this video. I just switch it up sometimes. Keep you on your toes, surprise you a little bit. But there you go. There you go. Now, I did copy something very beautiful, and that was this beautiful. Look at this. This is incredible. What is it called? Algorithm? Calculation? Algorithm, probably. Equation, rather. And what it's going to do is it's going to calculate, depending on our level, it's going to calculate whatever the EXP next should be, right? So if you put this in and you put level 1 in here, it's going to give you some type of EXP next, hopefully. And obviously experience is going to be 0. Vitality, all that stuff, update stats, all good. But that's pretty much how that's going to work. Now, let's see. Our update. Let's just call this update level. All right, just call it update level. Make it more, consistent with the other stuff. And then calculate EXP next could be a function as well. Let me just think about that. Calculate EXP next. Let's call it calc. Make it a little easier. This EXP next equals all this crap depending on the level at the current moment. So basically we could use this. Pretty sure. Don't really have to use it. Let me think. Maybe we don't need that. You know what? We don't need that. We don't want to have too many functions and stuff. Sorry about that. We'll just do everything in update level. So there you go. All right. So if this EXP is greater or equal to this EXP next. Okay. Very simple. Then we're going to do some stuff. Then some stuff's going to happen. Okay. Also, there was one more thing I wanted to add in here. I wanted to add a attribute stats. Let me see. No, never mind. We'll get to that. In player. Probably add it in player. Gold and stuff like that. So we're going to need that. It doesn't belong in here. So anyway, this, if it is greater than this EXP, minus equals this EXP next. Okay. And you probably want a while here as well. Not white, while. Okay. Not a because you can get so much EXP that you have to kind of keep going, chugging until you have reached a point where EXP is not greater than EXP next. And then we're going to do this level plus. Okay. I want to get in a habit of doing plus before here most of the times because I think it's a little more efficient. This EXP next equals boom, this huge ass thingy right here. So we're just going to calculate the next right there. And then this, can't spell today, attribute points, and then we add to that as well plus and okay. All right, so now we can kind of update stuff, and the update is basically going to be this update level, and then this, god damn it, this, or do we need at update stats? Let me think. It's pretty much just gonna happen when because that's a lot of calculations we don't want. Now this is okay. This will check this one thing, and if it's not great, then it won't do all these calculations. So it's just kind of cost effective. It doesn't really matter. But if we start doing update stats in each of these, where you have all these big calculations always calculating what all these stats are going to become, then we're going to have a problem. So we don't want to do that. This will only happen at set points. When we add an attribute, point to some attribute, or something else, something like that. It should suffice. But let's just start off by looking at what we need to do. So this HP, for example, what is that going to be? This HP. Let's just take that. This HP max, rather, is going to be this vitality, for example, multiplied by 10. Very simple. So very, very simple. Plus this vitality. So you could kind of do that if you wanted to. Maybe multiply that by 9, get some more uneven numbers, make it look cooler. Something like that if you wanted to. You could also add other things in here, plus this strength, for example. Right? You could do that. And then this HP would simply become this HP max, just to reset it. So anytime you do update stats, it will reset this. But a way you can solve that is you could actually say, in update stats, you can make a little boolean here, const bool reset, and that will ask if you want to reset or not. Const bool reset, and then you can choose if you want to do this or not. If reset, then we'll reset the HP max. We'll probably do that at the bottom with anything that has to be reset. There you go. Most probably we'll do that. So that's one thing here. Update stats, true. So I'm going to do the reset in here. Okay, so HP max is done. Damage min, damage max. This damage min. Let's start off with minimum or maximum equals this strength multiplied by maybe 3 or 2 plus this strength. Okay, so now a good thing you can do here, because these are integers, you can use that to your advantage. You can divide these things. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna put int. You know, I'm sorry guys and girls. I just actually gotta do. I don't want to deal with all the casting and bullshit later, so I'm just gonna do that. Unsign. You can keep unsigned for these. These can get pretty huge, so keep those. These probably won't become that big, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll just do that. We don't have to cast shit then. But if you want to do this, if you want to say strength multiplied by 2, okay, plus this strength, 1 point of strength every third strength point you put in. You know what I mean? Kind of like you don't want it to add 1 each time you increase strength. You want it to add each third time you increase strength. Then you just divide it by whatever you want. So divided by 3. Okay, so if I do that, it would kind of always give me 0, probably, until well, it gives me 1 basically, right? So that's pretty much how you want to do it. And then eventually, if you have 6 strength, it will give you 2. If you have 9 strength, it will give you 3, and so on and so on. But it won't give you any more later along the line. I hope you understand what I mean, because that was kind of weird for me to explain. But hopefully you understood. I was thinking at the same time, so it probably didn't come out right. But anyway, try it out and try to play around with these values, and you'll see how it changes stuff out. It's really good to use integer division in some points. So basically, my damage minimum is gonna be this. I'm just gonna do this strength multiplied by 2. Pretty much it's gonna be the same, but I'm just gonna divide it by maybe this by 2 and this by 4. So pretty much gonna be the same, but it's gonna start getting a little different if you add more strength. So there you go. And this is my base strength, remember? So it's not going to... Whoops. It doesn't really matter that much. The biggest deal is going to be the weapon damage. That's where the thing's going to go hand in hand with strength. You're going to increase this base damage and the weapon damage together, and you're going to go crazy. So that's how we're going to work with that. Then, what do we have? Accuracy, defense, and luck. So this accuracy, dexterity multiplied by maybe, you know, want to keep these numbers kind of small. You don't need to make them huge. Probably something like dexterity multiplied by, But remember, your defense might get kind of huge because you're going to wear armor that's going to increase defense. So you probably want your accuracy to be balanced like that somehow. So, I don't know, maybe 4 plus this dexterity divided by 3 or something like that. Probably, something like that you want to do it. And then our defense, our base defense, agility multiplied by maybe 2 plus this agility. So we want to keep it kind of small. If you don't wear armor, you're probably gonna get hit pretty hard. So probably I'm just gonna keep that at 3 as well. So let me think. Put that at 4 even. You know what I mean? Just like make it hard to get base defense. It's kind of hard to be agile, while it's easier to kind of hit you. So that's what we want. We want you to wear armor in order to protect yourself. And probably dexterity, you probably want a little more here, since you're probably gonna, everything's probably gonna be wearing armor anyway. Something like that even, something crazy. But you can balance this out. That's the good thing with the component. You can just come in here later. You can be like, I don't like the balance. Let me balance this out. Let me see how the numbers are. And then you can just do that here. And then luck, obviously. Let's do luck. This luck equals this. Intelligence multiplied by, what would just say this intelligence multiplied by 2 plus this intelligence divided by maybe 5 or something like that. You know what? We could keep it like that. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works out. This is probably going to increase pretty quickly if we keep it like this. Let's just say 5 here just for now, and then we'll keep going. And one thing I like doing intelligence, adding that to everything, basically. Because that kind of gives you an incentive to put something into intelligence just to increase luck, and then you get some little bonuses to everything else. So I'm just going to do plus this intelligence plus 5 on everything else. Like that. Okay, you can do that. Plus this strength divided by maybe 2. So see, kind of gets convoluted here. Lots of things happening. But just keep in mind that you could probably do this as well. Make it a little more readable. Like that. Something like that. Yeah, just keep in mind you want to balance this on your own time later. Don't freak out too much about it. This is important to be able to level up, and this update function is important. So now we're pretty much ready. We could test this out just to see how it's working, but we'll probably do that in the next one, and just go from there. But thank you so much for sticking with me until now. And remember to run your shit in release if you're working with the larger map. If you're working with the smaller map, you can run it in debug. And I recommend you to shorten down the map. Anyway, thank you. Take care. Keep working hard. And I'll see you guys and girls in the next one. All right. Bye-bye.